Good morning to everyone. In this class, we are going to see about the unit 2 is the transform. In the last class, we have seen the unit 1 classifications of signals and classifications of system. In the unit 2, the Z transform and properties and problem based on Z transform, we are going to see. The Z transform of a x of n will convert the time domain signal into Z domain signal is x of Z, where the signal in comes becomes a function of complex variable z. So z is equal to u plus jv. So u is equal to real part, v is equal to imaginary part. So w is equal to tan inverse of v divided by u, the phase or argument of z. So this is a definition of a z transform. So the z transform of a discrete time signal x of n defined as x of z is equal to z of x of n summation infinity n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity x of n z power minus n. It's called Z transform. The region of convergence, the computation of x of z involves the summation of definite infinite terms of which are function of z. Hence, it is possible that the infinite series may not be coverage to finite values. So, x of z, there will be a set of values for each x of z can be computed. Such a values will be for particular region of z values, region of convergence. What is meant by the inverse is a transform? So inverse is a transform is defined as x of n is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi j closed integral over x of z power n minus 1. So the z in the region of convergence following types. The case 1, the finite duration of right sided causal signal and the finite duration of left sided anti-causal signal and the finite duration of two-sided non-causal signals and the finite duration of right-sided causal signals. So these are all the classifications of ROC. Like, okay, so the what are the properties of ROC? The ROC is using a disk in a Z plane centered at origin. It cannot contain any poles. ROC must be connected regions. And x of n finite and causal, finite and anti-causal, and finite non-causal. So x of n infinite causal, infinite anti-causal, and infinite non-causal. So properties of Z transform: linearity. It states the weighted sum of input is equal to weighted sum of output is called linearity properties. Time shifting property means x of z of n minus x, z of x of n minus k is equal to summation infinity when n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity x of n minus k is z power minus n. So time reversal x of z of x of minus n is equal to summation infinity n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity z of x of minus n is z power minus n. So what are the multiplication of n means x z of x of n x of z is equal to summation sorry z of n of x of n is equal to minus z d by derivative of s of z. So multiplication of exponential properties means x of z of x a power n x of n is equal to x of a power minus 1 z. So likewise we are having the properties time expansion z of x of xk of n is equal to x of z power k. So convolution theorem, y of n is equal to x of n star h of n. Initial value theorem, limit x of 0, limit x, z tends to infinity x of z. So final value theorem, x of infinity is equal to limit z tends to infinity, z tends to 1, z minus n, z minus 1 divided by z to x of z. So likewise we are having the properties. So we have to put the conditions to solve the problem based on this z transform properties. Uh, so what how to find the z transform means x of n is equal to, for example, 2 power minus 1 is 0, 3 power 3 comma 4, in the sense the basic formula x of z is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to 4 x of n z power minus n. So x of 0 is z power 0, x of 1 is z power minus 1, x of 2 is z power minus 2, x of 3 is z power minus 3, x of 4 is z power minus 4. We have to put the values and the finally we are getting 2 is z power minus 1 plus 3 is z power minus 3 plus 4 is z power minus 4. Right? So likewise we are having the answers like this. The next one is x of n is equal to e power j omega naught n. So e power j omega naught n, we have to find the formula. So summation n is equal to 0 to infinity e power minus j omega naught n divided by 2 power n. So at last we are getting the answers z divided by z minus e power minus j omega. So in this problem we are having the find the z transform for cos omega naught n. So cos omega naught we have to split up into 1 divided by 2 of e power j omega naught n plus e power minus j omega naught n. So we have to find the z transform means finally we are getting the answers x of z is equal to 1 minus z power minus 1 cos omega naught n divided by 1 minus 2 z power minus 1 cos omega naught plus z power minus 2. Okay, so likewise we are having the sin omega naught. So at last we are getting the value z sin omega divided by z square minus 2z cos omega plus 1. Okay, so like this we are having the problems, and next thing we are going to see about the inverse z transform. So what is meant by the inverse z transform, as we seen in the earlier slides? So what are the ways to find the inverse z transform? Partial fraction method and power series expansion method, or long division method, residue method, or contour integration method. Okay, so up to this we have completed the z transform and z transform properties. So in the next class we are going to see about the inverse z transform. Thank you.